Hey everybody, what's up? Movie Cranks back here again. I'm Larry, this is Mike, and today, just a few minutes ago, we watched The Mandalorian. Personally, we're not going to really review this one. We're just going to kind of give you our first thoughts.
Yeah, first impressions.
And I'll say, I'm not convinced. I was not amazed. I thought it was good. It was a little short. I think there's some work definitely needs to be done with this character, though, because we didn't really get to know too much about him in this.
Yeah.
And I'm still a little confused. It was a little convoluted for me. I don't know, what you think?
I would have to say I'm one of the people that's on the fence on this one. I really liked the set design, the cinematography. It all felt like original Star Wars. It didn't feel like the flashy, like bright-colored prequels, and it doesn't feel like the super modern take they have now with like The Last Jedi.
It almost feels, I felt a little Rogue One in there.
Yeah, it had that Rogue One kind of element where it's like not these, it's not the Luke Skywalker characters, it's not Han Solo, it's not these mega characters, it's these side characters that you don't know. And that's like what you just said.
I think in the end, that's what's going to bring me this series.
Yeah.
I want to know more about these side
new
characters.
Right.
I want more characters. I think Pedro Pascal is a good enough actor to pull this off, but I don't think he's quite enough. His character, to me, it just didn't have a lot of emotion. I was having a problem with the helmet. I think that was killing me with this character, because he talks, and you know there's some emotion in that face going behind that mask, and I want to see it. And I do hope at some point they take the mask off. I don't know if they're going to do it, though. I think that's going to be a big...
the helmet, yeah.
It's going to be a point that's going to keep people coming back. They're going to be like, yeah, helmet doesn't come off.
I like the idea of the character. The character design is classic. It's kind of like Riddick. You know, it's kind of like that gruff, hardcore, badass character that you don't want to mess with, that's super tough. Right. And, you know, it's a good bounty hunter character. The only problem is I have to think back to Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd, when it came out, a lot of people were thrown off by the fact that he wore a helmet the entire movie. But there's a difference between these two. In Judge Dredd, you could still see...
Yeah, you could still see that.
His mouth, his cheekbones, his you know, everything. And you could still get a hint of what he was feeling when he was angry, when he was thinking. You know, you still had something.
Yeah.
The full face shield on the helmet, it just doesn't... You almost have to just sit there and make up your own idea what he's doing. Is he upset? Is he happy? Is he sad? You don't know. And there's hardly any dialogue to push you in that direction.
Yeah.
When he's not sitting there just flying and not talking, that's kind of how it is the whole time.
And I think that falls, for me, a little bit into some of the pacing issues I had. It's only 30 minutes. 34 minutes. It's so fast. Yeah. But the pacing isn't fast. I was really expecting this to be an hour long. I wanted an hour of getting to know this character.
Yeah. Didn't it feel like this was a half of an episode? Like they were going to go to intermission and then the next half was going to start?
I felt like there should have been another half.
Because you're right. It was slow, like we were watching a movie unfold.
Yeah.
But...
And then it ends. Boom,
it was made into a 30-minute like serial, and it was over.
Exactly.
You know, even the Westerns and the Lone Rangers and all them were a complete story in that 30 to 40-minute time frame.
Yeah.
This was just like getting to know what's going on, setting up his character, and then it ended. And it's like, whoa, wait a minute.
So that's pretty much what we didn't like. A lot of that I think we covered. There is still some more in there needs to be taken care of, I think. But I think that's going to come with different directors. First director...
It's the first time.
He was his
first time director, and I think he did okay. Here's my only other critique I have of the whole series, before we get into what we did like. I feel like the story... I know they're going for a Western. Favreau is trying for a Western theme, and I appreciate that. But this felt very cliched by the fact that it was in a bar in the beginning. The main hero has to come in, show the guys what a badass he is, and you spilled my drink, and it just felt very familiar. And I was kind of hoping it was going to be something really unique.
Well, I think that's where it fell into the PG.
The
for
PG.
you. This is definitely.
Yes.
I did feel a lot of kids in this. Kids are going to love this, I think.
Yeah, it's very kid friendly.
Yeah, and
I have to remind myself of that.
Even adults are going to love it too, I think. And
I think it was a serviceable episode.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. You lead off.
Okay, so for me, I'm going to say what I did like you said earlier. The CGI looks great.
Yeah.
I thought the effects, the costuming was perfect. I mean,
Yep.
it felt like Star Wars.
Yes,
Everything
it
feels
did.
like Star Wars. The cinematography was also well shot. I thought that was good.
Looked like the originals. It had that darker, not a like impossible to see and fuzzy kind of way. It was like just the tone. It was toned to be a serious adult style Star Wars film, it seemed.
Yeah.
And it came off that way immediately. It all came off as an adult, theme, like the design. So that was impressive.
Yeah, I mean, that part felt adult, but there's a lot in there, like I said, it feels like kids. But like I said, it's Disney. They got to go for that market. I think with me, though, like, other likes, I liked that action scene. I did like the scene when he goes in
The cantina part.
at the end.
Yeah,
the
where he's
very
fighting
end,
everybody.
and he's fighting everybody with the robot. I thought I liked the robot. And that was Takiti. I can't say his name. I want to say Takiti Waititi, but it's something like that.
Takiti.
But I like the robot, and I hope the robot's outcome actually doesn't end up being the outcome.
He blew him away.
I would like to see more of the robot.
He's only in one episode, it says.
yeah, but oh no, I like the robot, man.
I know.
Okay, so when that was going on, I felt like he was putting a lot more emotion behind the mask. I thought, he seemed to be
open,
have a lot more charisma.
It was cool because he had a partner suddenly, and you got to hear more from him, and he was giving orders, and he was asking for help, and he was doing stuff, and I like that. I like the whole idea of a bounty hunter because I always thought it'd be fun to follow the bounty hunters in the Star Wars universe.
And I do like the scene where he grabbed the thing and was like taking them all out.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I mean, he does show that he is a badass.
The gunfighting is good.
I will say something though. When they are fighting there, I did think this, and it did go through my mind. I'm like,
a lot of bad
why
guys.
does the Terminator, because basically the robot guy is like the Terminator. I mean, literally, he's taking care of the village himself.
Yeah.
Why does he need the Mandalorian's help?
I think they were both sent on the same mission, and they just happened to run in.
Yeah, well,
like
I know
two
that.
Spies.
Well, I know that,
You
but
know.
they made that agreement, and I was thinking, if that was
The robot guy just
the
shot
robot,
him.
should just been like,
Yeah,
no.
but he's a Mandalorian, just like
Yeah.
he's a contract killer. There's rules like the John Wick. It's like John Wick and all that, where you got set rules, and you gotta. I like the guild. I like the way the transactions were handled. I love him getting the armor plating, the specialized Mandal armor. All that stuff worked out well.
I like Carl Weathers. I want to see more
Yes!
Carl Weathers.
Yeah.
I hope this is not a small part for him. I hope
not
he ends
either.
up playing a big role in this
Yeah.
TV show, because I just like Carl Weathers. He goes all the way back to my childhood.
Back in 1965, Sports Illustrated said I was going to be the next Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, what happened?
They wouldn't let me play on the Pro Tour anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. Because you're black?
Hell no. Damn alligator bit my hand off.
Oh my God!
Yeah, tournament down in Florida. I hooked my ball in the rough down by the lake. Damn alligator just popped up. Cut me down in my prime. He got me. But I tore one of that bastard's eyes out, though. Look at that.
I want to see more of him.
Yep.
Like I said, I would like to see Pedro Pascal take the mask off. Hopefully.
Yeah, we're going to
don't
get
know.
more. I kind of hope that the next episode and future ones will get more developed. I mean, Star Wars got real stale, and they were hitting us with the movies nonstop. I think this is a good change of pace. It's a little slow out of the gate, but I can see the promise, and I see what this can do.
There is one other thing I need to bring up, though, and I thought and you thought this too, the score was a little light.
Yes, I did not. I appreciate they went with a new take on the music, but it wasn't my taste.
Yeah. I think
Especially the opening cantina scene when I don't know if that was Western space music, but
Well, whenever you see a show like this, and we were talking about it earlier, you have to have a theme.
A good theme.
A good theme that makes you think about it every time you see it.
Yes.
And we were wanting not just a good theme,
Like Black
but a good
Sails.
opening up.
Like Black Sails, the opening.
When it opens up, it's just epic. Daredevil. There's another one. I was wanting something like that. Didn't quite get it. But overall, I thought it was pretty good. I think I liked it a little more than you, actually.
The score, or you mean the whole
The
show?
whole thing. The whole thing. I think I liked it a little more.
I think you did too.
I definitely want to see it again.
My problem is I went in thinking this was an adult show.
Yeah.
But I should have known better after I saw the PG rating.
My problem is I went in thinking this was an hour show. It was just a little too short. We should probably review this every 2 episodes.
Right.
Because
just so we have more to talk about.
You get a little more to talk about. But overall, I'm definitely interested. I want to see what's going to happen.
I do
was not amazed, but I thought it was pretty good for overall.
He can make an awesome bounty hunter. He's got the style, the grit, the voice. I have no problem with that. I just want to see a little more of him.
Yeah.
I mean, Carl Urban, if I can make out him and his emotions through his helmet, they can do the same with this.
Yeah, and then there was one scene there in the bar I thought was good when he's doing the little joke scene when he's got the guys and he's like, yeah, you probably don't have enough.
Did you like the bad guy character they started off the TV show with?
That was cliche, like you said. I thought
the bad guy was goofy. He felt out of place.
The blue guy.
And I saw that coming a mile away.
Yeah, I didn't really. That character just didn't.
He didn't fit.
Blend tonally with this whole Western theme. Then you got him, and he almost seemed like he should have been on not Star Trek,
a comedy,
but I think Orville.
Orville, yeah,
he could have been on Orville.
Oh, I definitely can see that too because it felt really out of place, and that kind of sucked because it then led into the super secret, heavy duty, top secret mission, which we can't talk about.
Oh, the twist though,
and then it turns out to be kind of.
I will say, I like the twist. Was not seeing. Well, okay, I did see the twist kind of coming. I did predict this character being in the series because I felt like they needed something to get everybody engaged. And I was thinking the whole time, I'm going, did they put, no. And I'm like, oh, and then I started thinking about it. I don't know exactly who this character is. I did want to know, though.
Yeah. I mean, I think it could be interesting what they can come up with him. They could create a whole new storyline or something, maybe, but I don't know. You know how in The Italian Job and other action movies, when they're going to do a hit or a heist or a takedown or something, they got a plan and they got to have contingencies and they got to set up the ship and the fight and they got to do all this planning. Did it seem for this super amazing bounty mission he went on for the first time that he just drove up?
That falls into me with the problems with how long it is.
Exactly.
It was it's at the time.
They didn't have time to even do anything.
Yeah, they didn't have time to really set it up and make you believe that this is actually happening. He's just goes in, Rambo style.
Right. They said this is going to be one of the most epic, difficult missions. Carl Weathers was like making it sound like you're getting into the real
even that
deep.
one guy says, he goes, yeah, you're a Mandalorian, you should be able to take care of that, no problem. And I did like that character with Nick Nolte.
Yeah, Nick Nolte,
I did like him.
He was great, and I love that part, but I was expecting something a lot more than just show up, shoot everybody, and then just I'm like, whoa, that wasn't that hard at all, apparently.
Yeah, it wasn't hard, but I did like the scene though.
I don't know. I just hope they come up with some cool heists, bounties that actually take time, not just.
Well, my thing is,
I
don't think this is just going to be completely about bounties. I think the ending showed what this is, at least the first season, what this first season is going to be about.
I don't know. I'm kind of hoping for the bounty hunting.
I don't think we're going to get that the first season. I
Really?
think we're getting what you've seen at the end there. That little twist. Basically, it's now his almost assignment to protect this.
But do you think Jon Favreau would string us all along like that for like the whole series?
Yes, I do believe that this is
Really?
what the first season's going to be about.
Oh man, here I wanted some bounty hunting.
Yeah,
well, maybe you know what?
Maybe we'll get that along the way.
It could be like Django, where it's just mixed.
Because in the trailer, there is a scene, and this is someone that was not in this that I did want to see in this. That's Gina Carano.
Yep.
I don't know if I pronounced that right. Hopefully I did.
I think that's right.
But I was actually kind of wanting her to be Wonder Woman.
Really?
Yeah, at the beginning, I thought she would have made a great Wonder Woman. Of course, I'm glad they picked Gal Gadot, of course.
Yeah.
Because she does a great
Yeah,
job.
she turned out
But-
better than I thought.
This girl is a badass.
She is. She's a
You're-
tough character. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing her. I'm actually, you know what? There's a lot more coming. I think that we're just going to have to chop this up as a first episode run. It's just introducing the character to us. It's a trial run with the character, and I'm fine with that.
Like I said, could have used about another 30 minutes of that introduction.
The first episode
And I
put in
think
an
that's
hour.
where the next episode, which now I hear is coming Friday. I thought it was next Tuesday.
Yeah.
The next episode is going to be a big one.
Yeah, I really think the direction they're going to go with this is hopefully the bounty hunter route, and do little 30, 40 minute episodes of him bounty hunting, which would be great. If they turn this into one long arcing story,
I think for the season, you're going to have a long arcing story.
I don't know. I wasn't kind
But
of.
I think if they
thought this was
do
gonna
it
be all-
right, it could be really good, though.
if they have a lot of directors, maybe they'll.
I personally think just the bounty hunting, for me would get a little boring, a little tedious. We need something, and I think at the end, it kind of gave me what I kind of wanted.
I was hoping for like different types of Ocean's 11 style going after criminals and bad guys, like heists almost. That's what I was kind of hoping for.
Yeah, and we may get that along the way.
Yeah, it's got to be a little smarter than what this one started.
We'll
off.
find out, though. Like I said, this is the first episode, guys, so I don't know. You got anything more on it?
No, sir. I am looking forward to seeing the next episode. We'll probably give you a review after every couple or so, just see how it's going, and give our updates on it.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
So don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share.
Yep.
You know-
Check out our Facebook page. We're heading up to like 2,500 here soon. So other than that,
Yep. We're going to be out here, guys. See ya.
Peace.